Me. Chris Young pitched 13 seasons in the big leagues. He's known for his height, obviously Ivy League basketball player as well at Princeton. He was named the Rangers' new general manager. Yeah, he'll work under John Daniels in Arlington. He was working at the league office, had an important role there. He interviewed for the Mets GM job. This is from Commissioner Rob Manfred on Chris Young being named the Rangers GM. All of us in Major League Baseball congratulate Chris Young on this great opportunity to once again join his hometown team, this time as general manager. Since 2018, Chris has brought a valued perspective to a number of important issues, and he's been an outstanding friend and colleague to countless people at the commissioner's office. The Rangers know they're getting an exceptional person. I wish Chris and his family all the best and look forward to his continued impact on our great game. You know, I've been saying for a while, when we talk about the way the game is played, we've got a lot of guys that never played that are GMs. And front offices are littered with them, and it's worked for many organizations. But would we ever get back to a day where a former player, I know Jerry DiPoto's out in Seattle, where a former player and former players are being interviewed again for a role like this as general manager? I was hoping things were cyclical and it would go back this way. This is big news to me. This is a big deal to see a former player get a GM job. What do you think?
Well, I think it's the right former player as well. Not all former players are a good fit in a front office. Just the structure of things, having been around the game for as long as I have. But I think Chris Young kind of fits that mold, having been in the commissioner's office, understanding the structure of baseball, coming in. He's a brilliant mind. He's a phenomenal human being. I think he's going to help with the culture of any organization. As he had the impact at the office, he'll have that impact on the Texas Ranger organization.
And you know, there's one thing to look at numbers, Dan, and you're a former GM, and to have a guy that played the game that can say, wait a minute, I know these numbers make sense to everyone else, but hold a second, I've seen some things. To have an eye that a player experience doesn't matter in that role as a general manager.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I call it the human analytics part of the game. It's balancing out the information in the practical way to apply it to the players on the field. What better way than a player himself that understands the nuances and how difficult it is to play the game from a field perspective. Personally, I think this is a huge loss for the commissioner's office, too, honestly, on the other side of it. The Rangers never replaced Thad Levine. For me, this is a replacement for Thad Levine now for John. Really lengthens his depth of his team. But, you know, again, I think Chris provided such a wonderful perspective for the commissioner's office, too, and I hope they can find another player in that role that really balances out the view of the game from their world, their life experience.